Hey everybody, welcome back to WeLikeDota and the WeLikeDota Community Night. So joining me in the co-caster chair tonight we have Elihu.
5 seconds.
And this is of course...
Hey.
Hey! This is of course the WeLikeDota Community Night.
Hello there.
Yes. I'm glad you could join me for this cast. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I just kind of jumped in, and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you think of the first picks and bans here?
Well, the first bans are pretty predictable. Right now, OD, or Spirit, excuse me, Death Prophet are all fairly strong. Silencer is just one of those annoying heroes to play against. I'm a little surprised to get it in first phase, but that may be something that they know that somebody on the other team likes to play it, or they just don't want to have to deal with it, especially if they knew that they were going to deal with the Phoenix, or they were going to pick the Phoenix early on, which that seems kind of early to me, but, you know, these are not always the most coordinated evenings.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Especially since these aren't, teams that play normally together. This is kind of a pickup game. I gotta say, I don't hate that Silencer ban against if you're gonna play a Phoenix, that is for sure. That would really hurt to try to throw a Supernova and just get silenced.
Dyer's ban.
Oh, absolutely, and even you have you can silence him in the Icarus dive, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's very annoying to deal with. Other bans again still don't surprise me too much. Broodmother you don't want to deal with. Undying you just don't want to have to deal with the Tombstone, especially you don't want to stack up the Tombstone and the Supernova trying to shoot at two different things at the same time. Enchantress is really strong, especially in the off lane or roaming position right now. Medusa is, I've seen you play a pretty mean Medusa at times, and she can be quite a snake to deal with.
Yeah, fair enough. She's a lot of fun. She's a super late game carry though, like later than Spectre, and so I'm not sure she's really the power pick right now. It's just too hard to win before she comes online, or rather, too hard to make the game go long enough that she can come online. So.
Yeah, you really need the rest of the team to control the tempo, and at some point probably fight 4v5 or push 4v5 and just let her farm.
Right. Do you think that's a viable strat right now? The kind of 4 protect 1?
I think so. The meta seems so open in so many ways that everything, but the thing I see as a lot of consistent aggression, so you need to have 4 really strong heroes and a lot of good coordination to make that sort of thing happen, where otherwise it's just difficult to pull off.
Sure. I think that's fair to say. Coordination definitely wins games.
Dropped out like a kid in school.
Alright, so we've talked a lot about the bans. What do you think about the picks so far?
Don't hate them so far. It does seem like everybody's kind of a support-ish role, so we're still waiting to see their heavy hitters, the carries on both sides. For the picks that have been picked up, I do like them. The Witch Doctor is definitely a very flexible pick. Dazzle as well. Definitely amplify your cores when you decide to go that way. Windrunner and Lina both have the capability of picking up the mid roll, and do push a lot of damage amongst themselves. So, both good players. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, the Lina and the Wind Ranger, like you said, they almost to me feel like they can go between the 2, 3, and 4 roles. Any of the above. Neither of them excel really in the 5, and I've seen Wind Ranger. I think I saw Loda try to play the Wind Ranger in the 1. It just didn't work all that great. Phoenix can be a strong offlaner, but if you get a strong dual lane against him, him, her, it, the bird, whatever it is, it can really struggle. Right now, what I'm concerned with the Dire side is until Spec gets some farm, they are awfully squishy. The thing is, right now, the only thing you have to get on top of them is the Phoenix. So unless you get something else that has a lot of flexibility, do something weird with a Spirit Breaker or something like that, I don't know that they're going to be able to punish that. But right now they are awfully squishy on the Dire side.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
5 seconds.
And Wind Run from Wind Ranger doesn't really help against the non-physical damage that's coming out. So and that's her main form of damage block if she's going to play aggressive.
Mhm.
Do you happen to know what the interaction is between like a Witch Doctor ult and Windrun? I don't think I've seen that before.
I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking that same thing. That I think it's only right clicks because I was once playing Wind Ranger and Jug's ult is all physical damage, but
Mhm.
he just tore through me like nothing at all, like a piece of paper. So I have a feeling it's the same way that it's only right clicks. It's not things that spells that count as physical damage.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. So that'll be quite an interesting interaction. I'll have to look out for that and see if I can notice when it goes off.
Yeah, the only thing right now she's wind running away from. I mean, I have a feeling the Wind Ranger was picked primarily to deal with the Phoenix. You can get other things to deal with Phoenix, but you already had your supports picked up, so you need something that can hit from a decent distance away and can hit pretty fast. You turn on her ult and you can chew through the Phoenix pretty quickly. The Phoenix egg.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense. Because it is a certain number of attacks before that egg just dies, right? And Focus Fire would proc
That's
each of the
correct.
attacks necessary to just end it.
Dyer's ban.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that be so...
So now what we
Yeah.
have here, we've got. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. You were on Juggernaut pickup?
Yeah, what I'm seeing from the Radiant side, I
10
think
seconds
Lena's
to
going to be their
go.
mid laner, Phoenix off lane, Witch Doctor, Juggernaut be their
5
carry,
seconds.
or Witch Doctor be the support, Juggernaut carry. If it were me, I would guess that they would go
Reserve
for
time.
another support now. Um, you can, of course, play Lena in support role. You can play Phoenix in support role. I'm gonna guess something like perhaps a Wyvern, simply because you can almost guarantee that egg goes off if you time those ults correctly.
Ah, that's really interesting. Um, yeah, I guess I could see that for sure, because then you would stop the aggression necessary to actually shut down the egg, right?
Radiant's ban.
Yeah, and if you get it, you have to get it early on in the egg because otherwise you'll negate the damage and you negate the stun. Well, I don't know if you'll negate the stun or not. You'll negate the damage, I know. But if you
10
get it
seconds to
early
go.
and then Phoenix goes into the dive and hits the egg, then you
5
have
seconds.
a lot less time to try to knock down the egg.
Sure.
Reserve
Typically,
time.
what I've seen really good Phoenix players
10
do is
seconds to go.
egg off of a dive, but then put themselves in a place that's really difficult to right-click at them with. Um,
Dyer's pick.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess, that works better against a melee team mainly, and we have
Radiant's
3
pick.
ranged heroes on the Dire side, so they should still be able to shoot down the egg if
Right.
left unopposed, but still something to look for, I think. Phoenix is such a hard hero to play, but so interesting.
Um. Yeah, it really is. I think Jug, Witch Doctor. I think Clockwork will be fine. I think everybody will just kind of get their farm, and unless
10
Clockwork
seconds to
completely
go.
overplays, I think he'll get his levels and
5
move on.
seconds.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Clockwork, I think, is a space creator, so he pairs
Reserve
well with the
time.
Spectre
5
too.
seconds.
He doesn't really need a lot of farm to actually come online. He just needs level 6 to start killing people.
Crystal Maiden.
So that frees up some of the farm
Crystal
potential.
Maiden,
Yeah.
the Crystal Maiden, her, correct me if I'm wrong, her Q slows attack speed, correct?
I believe so. I think that's the way that kit works. We'll mouse over the ability in just a second here. Um, yes, attack slow 20, 30, 40, and 50 with levels.
Yeah, and so that's the thought, is that they're not going to use, is the same concept as the Wyvern ult, but they're just going to use the attack slow, try to throw down that Crystal Nova prior when the egg goes off.
Oh, hey, that's not bad. That's a great interaction, actually, to try to save the egg if necessary. Of course, we're assuming they're gonna sort of build their team around that egg ability, but who knows? It could be that they chose the lineup so that they could have the 2 sisters on one team. Get some Crystal Maiden and Lena. Get some
This
shared
is
hero
true.
lines.
On community nights, I've gone for all support teams at times.
Nice. Okay, so while we've got the
Except for you,
game...
Epic Fail. Yeah, I'm calling you out.
Well, we've got the game under pause, waiting for the reconnect. Let me just run down the list of heroes and players. Welcome to all of our players jumping into this game. We've got Dwarf SC, Karma, Silver Ratican, Busby, and Old Man Dodo on the Radiant side here. And on the Dire side, we have Juice, Kolek, Kwame, Welsh Condor, and Diddy Mitch. Welcome, guys. Thanks for playing in the community as always. I hope that you all have a good game.
All right, Bunny, do you typically do your introductions in terms of who's playing what hero?
Yeah, I guess we can run through that as well. Silver Ratican will be on the Phoenix, Old Man Dodo on Crystal Maiden, Karma's playing the Witch Doctor,
Alright,
Busby
carry
on
on.
Lena, Dwarf SC on Juggernaut, and on the on the Dire side, Diddy Mitch will be piloting the Clockwork, Juice on the Wind Ranger, Kwame on Dazzle, Kolek on the Spectre, and Welsh Condor on Lion.
Thank you.
Moving as 5 now quickly to the bottom rune spot. Looks like they're going to try for a First Blood. Either that or they're going for an aggressive warding position, but I suspect more it's a First Blood attempt.
Dazzle has a smoke on him, and Lion has a smoke on him.
Yep, there's the early smoke.
So yeah,
and
they're gonna try to.
yeah, they've got the drawing on the map, so they're going for that smoke gank into the jungle. See if they find a target.
It doesn't look like they're gonna find anybody unless
30
Old Man Dodo
seconds to
keeps
go.
walking out, which he might. Oh, there's Karma. And Karma's now running for his life.
As any reasonable player would.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Q. Karma might make it out.
Yeah, that was a really well-placed
He's gonna make it
Q.
out.
I think he hit all 5 with that Crystal Nova.
The game
really
is
was.
on.
Yeah,
Money to burn.
Well played.
really did. The only thing is, and I don't know if they were paying attention, but
No
if they
more
were
bets,
watching, they
please.
probably would have seen where the ward was placed. Now we're not sure if they will. And their Diddy's gonna go ahead and. Oh, he's gonna trap Karma in down bottom.
Indeed he does. That does spell trouble. He was already a little low from the earlier aggression. But once again,
Alright, he's
saved by
gonna
the
block
Crystal
out that
Maiden.
camp.
Yeah. Well done.
All right, I'm gonna have to go. Can't kill me, bro. Okay, Bunny, you take over. I will be back in a few.
Alright, sounds good. Okay, so with that, let's check out the middle lane contest. We've got Busby on the Lena versus Juice on the Wind Ranger. Nature versus Fire here. If this were Pokemon rules, I think Fire has the advantage, but it's not. It's Dota, so let's see if the Windrunner can
Denied.
eke some sort of an advantage. They're pretty close in terms of last hits and denies at this early stage in the game, but the aggression level that Lena's pushing is forcing Windrunner to pull back a bit. She is on bottle already, so she had a fast bottle start. And keep in mind that with Fiery Soul up, she is going to be attacking faster each time now. She's actually taking advantage of that between Dragon Slave and Fiery Soul. And I think that's what put the early damage on Windrunner. Now Windrunner in trouble. Is she going to dive for it? No, she's going to Windrun away. Hits her E just in time to get out of
Dyer's mid
range.
tower won't
So
last
that
much
means that
longer.
the lane is pushed, and the tower's going to take a little bit of damage. See how top lane's going. Got a bold choice here from the Radiant side, a Phoenix solo. Solo hard lane versus the Spectre lane. At least, you know, the Spectre lane isn't probably going to be an aggressive lane situation. Spectre does not lane particularly strongly at this stage in the game. Actually, truth be told, Spectre doesn't do a whole lot at this stage in the game very well. Just tries desperately to get last hits and then get into the game as quickly as humanly possible, or as, I guess he's not a human, as ghostly possible. I don't know what Spectre is, to be honest.
Visibility.
A Spectre, right? Yeah. It's almost like a ghost-ish kind of thing.
Dyer's mid towers have
Dazzle now on the
difficulties.
pull, looking for a pull timing. In bottom lane, looks like there's a lot of fighting going on. Clockwork using his cogs right near side shop. Didn't look like he had anyone trapped in it. And aggressively using the cogs in order to block the creep wave. It's an expensive use, but he does have a bottle on board, so he's able to get back his mana.
You're a loser.
One thing I do recommend anytime you're up against a Clockwork as a support is to build a Force Staff. Especially when he's aggressively cogging like that, and as most Clockworks will. Gives you an option for an escape. You just can't Blink Dagger out of a cog, because you're taking battery assault damage, and your Blink Dagger will be on cooldown. So your only real option is to Force Staff yourself, which will take you over the cogs. So it looks like Lena's still having an aggressive game at mid. That bottle's giving her a lot of control opportunities here in order to sort of push the wave right before the timings and such. And it looks like she's going to roam top looking for a gank. Nope, she might have just wanted her mana boots there.
Last of my kind, but first in this.
And yeah, she's going to head back mid. Looks like there was a kill on the Clockwork, so an aggressive play by the Witch Doctor and the Juggernaut.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Looks like Juggernaut's going to build into a Battle Fury, which will be nice. It'll accelerate his farm a lot. Crystal Maiden now looking for a gank at mid. There she goes, slipping in behind the Windrunner, and with that stacked stun, very well played. The Crystal Note would have sealed the deal had she moved any further. But as it was, the stun onto the Light Strike Array was enough to end that Wind Ranger before she could Windrun out. Phoenix now Icarus diving around, trying to get out of this this kill, but in a tough spot. There comes one of the pigeons, but Spectre's really going for it. No, wow, out on what was that, 8 HP? Oh my goodness, that was so close. I thought for sure that was a kill. The Spectral Dagger. Oh, he had no mana.
Them dire buildings are tough as nails.
That was really close. I think he could have eaten a mango, possibly, to be able to throw that dagger if dagger was on off cooldown, but it's okay. Oftentimes you really don't want to eat your mangoes. That was so close, though. Well played and good escape. Now we've got a rotation from Dire side coming mid. And Shackle misses. And they're going to trade a couple of stuns. Drain a little bit of mana, and that's probably all that they can do from the Dire side at mid here. We've got an egg situation going on, right? Looks like Phoenix hit level 6 with her solo lane and used that to regen. That's such a cool ability, bringing her back up. Makes it so that she didn't have to go back to Fountain at all there. Rotation bottom from Radiant. 3 heroes now. Let's see, Crystal Maiden. Oh, she's got the dark hair there. That's a cool set. Kinda unique. But, looks like she was doing a little bit of time. Now she's on the, clockwork. Has him under stun, but he's got battery assault going. He just threw a little harass there. Couldn't follow up enough. That's okay, because the rotation from, the Lion probably would have countered and broken that up anyway. So with that, Clockwork returns to lane. And this roaming Crystal Maiden is actually paying off in spades right now. Old Man Dodo doing a really good job of pressuring all the lanes with his roaming and still finding some farm for himself. Looks like there's going to be a bit of a fight here at top rune, as we've got a focus fire situation and a good block from a stun. Ooh, turned around Laguna Blade, and the rotation from Crystal Maiden and Nova just enough to finish off the Witch Doctor, or the Lion rather. A good shackle, but return fire from the Fiery Bird makes Windrunner turn around and run off. Icarus dive for a little bit of more aggression, but they're going to pull back. Witch Doctor looking for a stun. It does proc to the Windrunner, but does not proc back, so if it had bounced a couple more times, that probably would have been really dangerous there for the Windrunner. That's just one of those tempting situations where it's like, you've got the stun bouncing around, you really want to go in on the kill. You're thinking about diving under tower, but since the stun ended, just couldn't capitalize on that timing. I hate being one-on-one against Clockwork at this level. You just always know he's just got 6, he's looking for a hook shot into Cogs. He threw a hook, but didn't connect. Got the nice Paraflare. I like that animation for his rocket. And they're going deep on the Phoenix, and Phoenix able to TP out. Wow, that was close. All these close calls, oh my goodness. It's down to like 20 hit points that time. So despite the tri-lane there, able to get out. Well played. I guess that's what you want in an off-laner, somebody who's unkillable, right? So far, Phoenix has been playing that up, fulfilling his role nicely.
No.
Juggernaut's leading the last hit chart, sitting a little bit above the Spectre. 5 last hits above him. Which I think is crucial, since you want the timing of your carry on, if you're playing on the Radiant side, to definitely win you the game before Spectre comes online.
Dark light.
Once again, we've got a Phoenix on the run. She's shackled now, though. That's going to spell serious trouble. And so, for the first time, Phoenix falls. In large part due to the shackle shot there. Who picked up the kill for that one? Let's just see the fight recap. I think that it was the Windrunner who picked that one up.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
So with that, the Dire side will push the top lane. See if they can post a little bit of damage on tower.
Radiant's
Nice ward up here, by the way.
Taking hits.
And that's an interesting ward that can actually be placed from river. So if you're on the Dire side looking for a place to ward, give you a little bit of vision behind the tower. That's not bad at all.
Tower's in bad shape.
Ooh. Oh. Phoenix Icarus diving into an egg, and spells a little bit of trouble. Because the 3 heroes there were able to nuke it down. Remember, it's not the amount of damage that you take when you're in the egg form, it's the number of hero right-click attacks. Uh-oh. That's going to be trouble, as Crystal Maiden gets locked down under shackles. She started at full health, though. Maybe she can get out. No! Turns around. Oh, and Witch Doctor caught by the clockwork. So, 4 heroes charging up the top lane. Looking to take a tower now for sure. 5 heroes. And with no fear of aggression from the Radiant side, they can take this one for sure. They draw the glyph.
The Dire best do something about that bottom
Clockwork
tower.
tanking the wave here.
One last top tower for the Radiant.
The smart play to lead them out of lanes so that they can get some more push to the tier 2. But for right now,
Can't do nothing about
looks like they're not going to
right now.
move in on it.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
So kind of a sideways pull into this Radiant side camp. Kind of interesting, and not sticking around for it because, of course, this does give the Radiant side vision. So they definitely know their creep wave is sitting here, and if you're standing around, you're gonna get ganked.
The
So
Dire
probably
best
wise
do
to move away
something
there.
about that bottom tower.
Uh-oh. Clockwork. Hookshot into Cogs. Battery Assault. Light Strike Array to return fire, but not enough as the Spectre haunts in and gets the kill. No. Clockwork got the kill on that one. Even so. Spectre rotating over to get that. It's definitely not bad to throw out your haunt to try to kill steal when you're playing Spectre, or at least get an assist for sure. But actually committing to it by making it a reality is a tough call. Like, you're never sure whether you should be farming or actually like coming in for a team fight, and there's always this this careful balance you have to strike when doing that. One thing that is interesting though is that you can actually reality multiple times during a single haunt, and you consume the different illusions that you reality to, but you can actually go in for a kill, and if you've got enough time, reality out again. So it's a pretty cool mechanic if you've got fast enough fingers. Lena now hunting in the jungle. She's got a big item, has her Yules. It's a good setup for her Light Strike Array, so if she catches somebody out, she can get a kill on that. Got a full bottle. Full health, full mana. Laguna Blade's up. She's ready to fight. Now they're just looking for the Spectre, and she's going to find him. So there they go. Light Strike Array does not connect, but able to get enough damage from the teammate of Phoenix going in with the egg that she's able to just Laguna Blade that for the kill. And Spectre right now does not have a whole lot of answers for a Laguna Blade. Got a Mango and a Stout Shield. So, and not a lot of health. Can't really do much until you get your other kit online. This is a tough spot for Phoenix. Phoenix is going to go down. Remember, didn't have the egg because just used it. And now Lion on the run. Light Strike Array just not connecting on that one. It's so tough to land that when you don't have a setup spell. It certainly can be done, but it's not very much fun. Spectre is now coming in, looking for a kill on the Witch Doctor, but gets stunned back. Light Strike Array landing even without a setup. And Witch Doctor's still on the run. Just eating that in the back because of the dagger follow. That does give Spectre a movement speed increase. What is it now? Movement speed change, 20%. And that's why he was able to run down the Witch Doctor there. So, well played. Yeah, I was going to say, Spectre...
In the action, I'm going to return.
Oh, right. Nice. We were just talking about the Spectre here, and his kit, and how he's kind of susceptible to the Laguna Blade at the moment, but, you know, Spectral Dagger is the only early game tool he has in terms of either aggression or escape.
It looks like we're fairly even in terms of XP and gold. There's just been a little bit of a swing, but looks like a pretty even match, and that doesn't always happen on community nights. So that's good to see.
Yeah, I agree. Makes for some exciting Dota, and hopefully everybody feels like they're having a decent enough game and have a real winning chance.
There's an initiation on the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, Light Strike Array comboing well into the pods.
Ooh,
Just blowed up a Clockwork. That was
that might have been a little unnecessary, but
overkill, but fun nonetheless.
absolutely. Worth it. Okay, so just catching up myself, the Jug has the Battle Fury. Doctor has Arcanes. Phoenix is level 9 and has an Urn and Tranks. Lena has a Yules and Ether. Maiden looks like she's working on a drum. Okay. I'm just looking primarily. Oh, the Spectre has a relic. Dazzle, some basic support items. Clockwork has Blade Mail. Okay, I'm just kind of getting myself back up to figure out who's going where.
You got to know who's got what items and kind of where they're situated, and it's kind of interesting to know that the Spectre is going probably Radiance next. So obviously feels like he has got good enough timing on it that he can make that work out for him.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
I don't know that I've ever played Spectre, so I really don't know when you would want to go Radiance and when you would want to go Diffusal, honestly. Unless there's an absolute, diffusal target, like you're playing against an Omni or something.
Sure. Absolutely. I'm not really a Spectre expert by any stretch, but typically speaking, if you're having a good early game, it seems like the Radiance is the call, so that you can fight early and also use it to kind of farm. And it looks like he does have it on board, actually, as he haunts in for this fight. He's got an Omni Slash that's going to end the Spectre on the back end, and now it's just a run for Dazzle's life.
Just what that Dire's top towers
Looks like they're going to continue the fight at mid. Icarus dive, putting down a little harass before they're into a focus fire. Got a big Sunray. That's always so tough to use, the Sunray, toggling it so that you can move in a weird fashion.
Oh, yeah.
But he seems to be controlling it fairly well.
It's very awkward.
Mm-hmm. So with that, Radiant to push at mid, while we've got 3 heroes down on the Dire side. Have you
Radiant take about a 2.5k advantage.
Yeah, that's not bad. Have you played much Phoenix?
I've only played a little bit, and really just in bot matches to try to familiarize myself with, okay, if I'm going up against a Phoenix, what are the weaknesses, what are the strengths, etc. Oh, Dwarves is stealing an Ancient stack over here on the Dire side.
Nice.
But
Anytime
that's really about the only Phoenix that I've played.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a valuable tip, though. I mean, anytime a new hero comes out that I don't understand, I do usually try to take him into a bot game or two, and there's nothing like playing as the hero to kind of figure out what their limitations and strengths are.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It goes a long way, and heroes that will look at. Oops, we've got an initiation. Maybe the Dagger comes out. The Laguna Blade goes out on the Dazzle, and is the Spectre going to be going down again? Figure of Death on the Phoenix. Phoenix goes down. Witch Doctor is stunned up for a second. 2 ults.
Oh my gosh.
Both supports, and
Oh, wow, that really didn't pay off that double ult. Windrunner's still able to just windrun out and then Clockwork rotating in and just massacring the team. That was so brutal.
Okay, from what it seemed like, it looked as though when Juice put on the wind run, he was not taking damage from
the Witch Doctor.
ult.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah. I think you're right.
And with that, she's about 800 from the Ags.
Yeah, that's such a great.
No, the Ags is complete.
Nice. That's such a great item for her. Now she'll really
the heck
push
on
damage
it?
with Focus Fire.
Now, Bunny, I know when I've seen you play, basically I've seen you play mostly carries. Do you play kind of all the roles, or do you mostly stay in the carry role yourself?
I actually play all the roles, but I've been playing more carry lately just to kind of learn the role. But actually, I have most experience on support.
Okay.
That's just one of those things, you know. It's funny. Just like how you have to get practice with different heroes in a bot match. I find that at least spending some time on all the roles has really been helpful.
Radiant's bottom
Oh,
tower.
absolutely. I try to play some more core roles. However, I find if I end up not supporting, usually nobody's supporting, so that frustrates me.
Oh yeah. Big Omni Slash rotating between the Windrunner and the Lion there.
Egg comes out, it's gonna do a little bit of work. Juice runs in and out and ends up dying from it.
Oh my.
Not so fast.
Shallow Grave, the only thing standing between Dazzle and Dark.
Clockwork Hook. Is he gonna get out of this? No, I don't think so. Something's coming out. He's trying to run.
Doing a pretty good job of it. Wow, the
Yes,
juice.
he really is. But Dwarf's staying on him.
Dire's top tower.
Sticking like glue here.
Drill.
He's got the Invis rune.
the
Oh my
Invis
gosh.
Oh,
And he has no vision. Desperately trying to find him with the
and
sun
no
ray.
detection.
Oh wow. Unbelievable.
Wow.
What an escape. And the taunt as he runs. Well played, sir.
I wanted the clockwork taunt. The robot there that the clockwork does. That's what I wanted while he walked around.
Yeah, that would have been slick.
Now I want to go back though. Did you see when the supernova came out? Juice wind ran out of it and then back in thinking that he could knock it down, but he was too low of health and ended up dying from the burn damage.
Yes, yes. When the egg came out? Or is that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. That was actually a great play with the egg to dive right into that position where two low heroes had to make that damned if you do, damned if you don't choice, and and they just both ate too much Radiance burn-ish damage to stay in the fight, or stay in the lane, or stay alive.
Another egg comes out. Pretty good position on this, but I don't think anybody's gonna get stunned off. Oh, I always underestimate the length of that stun.
Yeah, got pretty good range too.
Wow. Phoenix is playing this up.
He's got
Good
great
shackle
control. Yeah.
Misses in the LSA, but looks like they're gonna knock down Juice anyway. There are just too many of them there.
For sure. They did a good job of, like, even Crystal Maiden walking up behind him and body blocking him so he couldn't run off the ramp and escape. Really well played.
Dire's mid tower won't
About
last.
a 3,400 gold exchange just from that.
Wow.
That mid tower.
We really should have figured out who was gonna do play-by-play and who was gonna do color.
That would assume that we were professionally casting, but hey, this is impromptu. It's a pickup game and a pickup cast.
Alright, drone charge comes out, they're gonna get they're gonna try to stay for at least one set of racks.
Ain't looking
They're
good.
gonna get greedy here, they're just gonna wait to get this and then they back out. Up there. Coming out. Ooh. Initiation from the southeast. Two of them go down. Dazzle Grave comes out on himself and he's gonna die. Omni Slash. I think Jug is
In trouble.
gonna spin TP away. Oh, they get him. Team wipe.
Wow. What a turnaround. Rubber band all the way.
Absolutely. And just like that, there was a 4,700 gold change. Just from that.
That is pretty
Yikes.
hot.
That's the clockwork eggs. That's really big.
Yeah, so how does that change his ags for him? Decrease cooldown?
His cooldown. Oh, I'm sorry. His cooldown goes down to 12 seconds from 40. And so you can just almost throw out the hook shots willy-nilly, just throwing them out trying to see if you can latch onto anything because you've only got a 12-second cooldown. You don't have to wait for 40 seconds for it to come back.
Nice. And then I think at least in a previous patch, like the last time I saw the ags upgrade, it also allowed him to latch onto different targets so that he could escape or something. Is that still in play?
I didn't know. I think that just is because he can latch onto heroes or creeps or anything just even without the ags.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't know that the ags changes that at all. Oh,
Gotcha.
There goes one. He gets onto Busby, and Busby goes down.
That was a great hook all the way across the river.
Inspector Haunt was used there. Yeah, it was. Diddy Mitch plays this really nicely that he will throw out the rocket flare just to see if there's anybody there, and then he immediately initiates on him.
Yeah, that's pretty slick
And
play.
they're gonna go for Roche.
Yeah, very solid use of rockets. I think the only
are.
I think the only thing slicker I've seen with rockets is people who can actually time it to stack camps. That's extra slick.
I've seen people pick off couriers.
Oh wow, nice.
I'm not used to seeing the Aegis go onto a clockwork. I have to say that.
Hey, why not? 2 lives, couple blade mails.
Why not? But I would just assume it would go on a Spectre here. I mean, Diddy Mitch is a very high quality player, so maybe they're just kind of saying, Diddy, you're our best player, so we're going to put it on you. But it surprises me. It's not what I would typically expect. I would expect on a heavy damage dealer like a Wind Runner, like the Spectre especially.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would make more sense if you were trying to push and fight or take team fights right now. Windrunner or Spectre for sure. Though I suspect they just want to make space, and so it made sense for the Diddy to take it while Spectre just concentrates on farming for right now.
Yeah, that's very possible. Juggernaut is getting quite close to his Abyssal.
Oh, nice.
And Witch Doctor is getting quite close to his eggs. He's only about 70 away from his eggs. And they're smoked up moving. The Radiant smoked up moving. And I think they identified Juices there. They're going the other way. That's it. They pinged Juice, but then they went the other way.
Might have just been a miscoordination. Maybe one player pinged and the others decided, no, let's go this way.
Yeah, they're just going to try to get a tier 2 out of this, it looks like.
Well, hey, you know, at least one of the benefits the subtle benefits that people don't realize about the smoke is that it does give you increased movement speed, so even if you can't utilize it to kind of sneak in and get a kill, at least you can move your whole team around in a quick way to take an objective.
Yeah, a smoke for a tier 2 I think is completely justifiable.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, what are they on? Looks like they've still got 1 in stock, so they're okay there. Oops. And then the Dire side, they still have to wait 230, but Dazzle's got 1 on him, so he's fine. There's the Witch Doctor Ags. Such a... Oh. I'm usually end up playing a hard 5 when I'm playing Witch Doctor, but I love the Ags on him. So fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, it does so much more damage once you get the Ags because of all the bounces you get in a team fight.
It looks like the line is building into a Veil. Veil of Discord.
Well, that's
Dazzle's playing the sacrificial role of the hard 5.
right, as he usually does. I'm not sure that, I mean,
Question is
Veil's
if
a
they're gonna try
great...
to get anything done on this Aegis.
Oh, right. Yeah, they probably... Well, we'll see if they can do something with it. Here comes the smoke,
Well,
though.
there's a smoke on the dire side, so maybe... Yeah, the Veil, I think the only... I mean, I guess it would increase Radiance Burn, and it increases the Finger of Death.
Yeah.
Power Shot, but that's just not a...
Dyer's
not what you would consider a key item.
No.
Oh, they're gonna get both supports, so that's definitely a benefit.
Yeah, that worked out for him nicely.
Those supports just ran into him. Ooh, there's a hook shot on Phoenix, but no follow-up.
Dyer's mid-rags getting swamped. Dyer's mid-rags. He don't have no more.
Dire barracks destroyed while all this going on.
Oh, wow.
Phoenix has a talisman. Being strength hero, I guess maybe he's gonna build a halberd.
I think that would make sense. Halberd would be a nice
I
item
mean,
to
the
shut down
potential is
the...
for also just a solar crest.
Sure. Oh, you know, Solar Crest is also actually really great on Phoenix. But Halberd wouldn't be bad against the Windrunner either.
Right.
I think a lot of people don't even think about, you know, disarms and how effective they can be against somebody who's really dishing a lot of damage.
2.5 seconds, if I recall.
Yeah, it sounds right. I don't recall off the top of my head.
Sounds right. Halberd. Oh no, disarm ranged is 4.5. Disarm melee is 3. Okay.
Wow, nice.
Look at that, I learned something else.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Okay, I was expecting. Oh, I was thinking he was going into a basher or an abyssal blade. He went. Jug went for an MKB. That's
Okay,
what the. That's what the Demon Edge was for.
nice. Does that stop the Windrun evasion?
So he's going to be able to hit Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, that makes sense.
he'll be able to hit through Windrun. I don't think Spec is building into a butterfly. No, it's not a typical. Even as an agility hero, that's not a typical thing you build into as a Spectre.
No, right.
Coming in.
Oh, looks like Lena's gonna go down up top. Busby, it's been nice knowing you.
Yeah, no escape from the team there.
Omni Slash comes out.
Wow, and he gets two of them.
Ouch. Maybe Egg's in good position.
And he spun out.
Massive use of ults right there.
Wow,
Fantastic job on the Radiant.
Having technical difficulties.
what a fight.
Looks like we lost one.
That was so amazing to see the Omni Slash get the two targets he wanted most right out of that first initial volley.
Oh, absolutely. It could have bounced to the neutrals there. Yeah. That was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
Just went right between.
I thought
Hey,
maybe they
seems
were going to
good.
soak
It
enough
just went
damage,
right
but...
between Wind Ranger and Dazzle.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Phoenix is going to be going for that halberd, because now he has an ogre club, which built into the Sange, if I recall.
Gotcha.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
He's such a weird hero to itemize for, because he needs so many sort of strength items or things that give him health so that he can use all of his abilities repeatedly. But he is on heart
Yeah, he's
now,
kind of
so...
like Wisp. Yeah, it's kind of like the way of Wisp. That he's a strength hero, but you don't think of him as a strength hero.
Dyer's mid tower
Right.
won't last much longer.
Yeah, I always have a tough time finding Wisp on the hero selection chart because exactly that fact. You're just like, he's intelligence, right? But no. Nope. Strength. Magical
No, he's
wispy
strength.
strength. Yes.
Yeah, Wisp and Phoenix are 2 of the 3 ranged strength heroes. For 100 internet points, Bunny, what is the 3rd ranged strength hero?
Oh my gosh. Why do you do this to me? Range, strength, and no cheating, right? No looking it up? No, I forget.
No cheating, no cheating. I will start to give you clues as necessary.
Not Huskar. Because he's not strength.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah, Huskar strength. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, he's ranged, right?
Those burning spears, have you ever gone against Huskar in lane?
Yeah, well, I've been on fire a few times. So does that count? Do I win?
You get 100 internet points.
Yay! Awesome. I love those internet points. I'm gonna be rich one day.
Yes.
The trivia quiz of the day. Can't believe I got
Roche
it.
is going to respawn in just over a minute.
Alright.
That was good. That was good. So let's see. Radiant is clearly ahead on towers, but in terms of, and I guess they are about 7,500. But still, this is they're
Dyer's
10,000.
mid towers have
They're 10,000. Yeah, they're 10,000 in terms of net worth ahead. Yet, if they with a Spectre, if they take one good fight, they are right back into this.
I agree. I think it's still
Which
anybody's
has gotten
game.
harder because Jug has his Abyssal Blade.
Yes.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, Abyssal is really
And
great.
maybe they go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, but that stun, even if you stop the Spectre, doesn't stop the Desolate from throwing damage back, or the Radiance from burning you. So.
I'm really wondering about this Veil pickup on the Lion, and looks like maybe he's going Dagon now because he has a Staff of Wizardry, so he's trying to go for like just the blow him up, explode him approach, Finger of Death Dagon.
Sure.
I've got, and Lion's one of the heroes I have over 100 games on, and I know that how fun it can be, but I also know from a team perspective how it doesn't necessarily equate to wins, in my experience.
Right. No, I agree, especially when we're
So you'll
41
find that
minutes in.
Yeah, and you'll find that I'll just be more knowledgeable and I would even say critical about supports, just because that's pretty much what all I play.
That's okay, right? What you know, right?
Yeah.
But at very least, the stats that the Veil gives are not terrible. I mean, it's not bad to have the armor, not bad to have the mana.
Oh yeah, and given given all the ints, and that Lion is an int hero that's going to help even his right click, even though that's not what you're getting him for. Ooh, are we going to initiate on the Phoenix? Radiant were caught doing Roche, and so they're going to run out. Oh, looks like somebody's going to die over at the side. That would be Lina.
Uh-oh. Or Lina.
Or Lina. I'm really surprised that Lina did not go for an Ags. That just seems so core to me.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty necessary in most games eventually for her to pick one up. Especially since that's one of your biggest kits to break a hero's got a BKB.
Dyer's mid tower needs a little help.
No, I've not seen any BKBs on the Dire side.
Maybe that's why she hasn't made it priority.
Phoenix Egg.
Ooh.
fight of the Dire comes out. Is Witch Doctor gonna make it? Is he gonna die? And he makes it out. 2 buybacks. Haunt back in. Vector says, I'm getting these pesky supports.
Oh, he's trying. Oh, didn't make it.
Voodoo
Voodoo Restoration. Yes. Jinx.
Oh, Diddy Mitch grabs dwarves and then he says, no, I think I'll skip this.
Poor dwarves just locked in the Roche pit.
How about that?
Busby shows up and Diddy Mitch, see, there's that 12-second. I mean, if they follow Busby, does Diddy Mitch know? Does not have Omni Slash up, but it's doing a ton of damage. This spin. And there goes the Spectre.
Yeah, I think that was just a.
And there's the GG.
Yep. That was just a fight that went 3v2 for too long.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be game.
Alright, well played, guys.
Yeah, well played to all the players, and thank you very much for casting with me. Hope you can join me for a future cast. Any last words you want to share with our audience?
I have a lot of fun, and well, hopefully this wasn't too awkward for them to listen to, with both of us just kind of tripping over each other. But it was a lot of fun, and yes,
Awesome.
check out We Like Dota if you haven't yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should let people know. If you would like to play in one of these community night games, please feel free to join us. We play every Wednesday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look for us at WeLikeDota.reddit.com. You can follow me on Twitter or on YouTube at BunnyData. And where can they find you, Elihu?
M Messmore, MMESSMORE on Twitter.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Good luck in your Dota, and have a good night.